U.S. and Israel making the 29th execution. I don't want this. What do I want that for? Let me. Is he on? Yes, sir. You thought I would wear green today? I got green all around me. Does that count? Yes, the whole. I'm not going to make a fool of myself. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, babe. How you doing? What a day, what a day, what a day. It might be a bit of a historical day. I am loaded for bear. Meow. They're tearing it all apart, aren't they? Look, it's swinging back and forth, Jan. That whole thing, and it's what? And it's just him. Family, do you hear that? Remember a couple of days ago we showed you walked around a tree where there was a pile of stuff. All these trees were just devastated by the storm. I mean, we were hit hard, and now we have another storm coming. So the islands are in survival mode. Very, very seriously. The ground is so saturated in some areas that the trees are just falling over. There are pros and cons to living here in the islands, as there is in everything in life. How you doing? I'm on early today. I want to thank you. 44, 45 people came to our Faith Church service with Pastor Kendall and all of our brothers and sisters. Thank you for coming. I invited you in premium, and a lot of you showed up. It's my dream that one day we'll have hundreds of you that come and listen to the Word of God as it is preached by our Pastor Kendall. It stopped. That is my desire, that we teach the Word of God. I see it. Thank you. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's my dream, that God would bless KTFA. So, oh, honey, show me where. Oh, they're practicing. So that'll be for later. Oh, they're blowing the conchs. Zoom in. Family, there are 4 Hawaiians dressed in the King's Royal Guard. And I tried to be quiet. They're blowing in all 4 directions. Can you hear that? Okay, they one more turn. And you should be able to hear this. So cool, Jan. They harmonized. Whoa, each conch is a different shape. Oh, we got to do that one day. You know what, baby? When God blesses us with our home here, every day, we will have them go to the front lawn and blow the shofar every day.
They're going to start playing music here soon.
They're going to start playing music. It's the Hawaiian Orchestra. They're all there. I just see them all now. Lord, there's over 100 of them. But hey, it's not like it's recorded music, babe. So you've got the. Show them over here. Show them over here. Zoom in. So that's part of the tree. Remember that fell? My wife is gonna zoom in, and you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to cut cut the trees that fell before they fall on top of people. Little to your left, little to your left, right, the black car. Go to your right a bit. Just oh, there it is. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, there's some guy. That's what you hear, and then on this other side, you're going to hear some beautiful Hawaiian orchestra music, and I will be the peanut butter and the jam in the middle. Welcome, family. We're going to spend a little time together. It's not my fault. Welcome to another one, and that's why I came early, right after our faith church service. And like I was saying, thank you for coming. Thank you. We had about 44, 45 people that were there. Thank you. I dream of hundreds.
Stop mentioning other dealers.
Say what?
Stop
Really? Somebody is
talking about this person can't get dinars right now.
Hey guys, really nicely, politely, because I know you mean well. I know you like us. I know you may even love us with a Christian heart. But I need your help. Do not mention another guru on my show. Do not mention another dinar seller on my show. Why? Because I sell dinars. And I'm pretty proud of our currency. And what did you just post? You said, well, I can't even get the dinars. They don't have any. I told you. I told you. We're one of the most powerful dinar dealers. We used to wholesale, but we don't know more. We only take care of you, KTFA family. Something tickles my nose. So yeah, in a very polite way, I'm asking you, don't mention another dealer that sells dinars because I need to make my living. And also, don't mention another guru. There isn't any guru out there that's talking about what we're talking about. And I'm not here. Oh, he's got quite an ego. Yeah, I guess I do. It's what allows me to survive. It's an instinct. It's a natural instinct. But I need to tame it, and I'm trying. And that's what I'm doing right now, asking you very politely, don't do that. So back to what we were saying. We're here to study the Iraqi dinar. Yeah, everything I say to you, it's just strictly my opinion, okay? Like this blue shirt, this blue and black shirt, hey, that's in my opinion. But today I'm a polar bear. I am a pure white polar bear. And on top of this polar bear is not on all fours looking at you. This polar bear is like, he's standing up. He scares the crap out of everybody when he does that. He just wants to make sure that you realize, look at the size of me. Brown bear, black bear, polar bear. But in our case, it's a polar bear. Why? Because I choose the color. So with that in mind, we are ktfoalways.com. And before we do anything, we always go to God and we pray. Join me, please. Please, please join me. Like you joined me when I went to worship God with Pastor Kendo and our faith church service brothers and sisters that were there today. Join me. You're going to follow me. I'm going to lead you to Christ. Sometimes I lead you to my ego. Sometimes I lead you to my pride. But if you've noticed, every time I lead you in that direction, I quickly ask for forgiveness and I quickly run away from it. My life is a trial and error. I will make more mistakes than I will do the correct ones. And it seems to me that that knowledge will be valuable someday, somewhere, somehow. Like today, I had a lady that called me. She's in her third attempt of chemotherapy. Third attempt. I went through chemotherapy. I went from 233 pounds to 163 pounds. She's 120 pounds, and this is her third time with chemotherapy. So, yeah. God put me through. Look at this, Jan. He came right up to my foot. Unbelievable, these birds. I don't understand. You got no food? Oh, you brought something today?
I have some, but I haven't put it in yet.
Anyways, we're here to study the Iraqi dinar. If you're going to follow me, I'm going to lead you to our Heavenly Father. So with that in mind, let us lead and talk to our Father. Abba, Heavenly Father, by the blood of your Son Jesus, through the Holy Spirit, I run to you as I run away from this world. I live in this world. I got no choice. This is where I exist right now, but I will exist for an eternity with you. And Father, may I ask you a question? How long is eternity? How how big are you? You're amazing. And you're my God. Today, Father, today, Heavenly Father, I talked about David and Goliath to the people in Iraq. They've been depressed, but boy, they're happy today, huh? And I told them, I said, look, God is doing this. You don't realize this. And remember when David went and brought down the evil giant Goliath? He did it with a little rock. Yeah, we know that. But where did he hit the giant? God, where did he hit the giant, huh? In the most strongest, hardest bone of the human body, the frontal cranial template? Really? And a stone, he threw that, you did that. You, my Heavenly Father, I am learning so much about you. I find you fascinating. And you give me my will, my free will. That's why you say, may your will be done because I do my will so much, don't I? The Israelites were constantly breaking your hearts from what I read in the Bible. You were constantly forgiving them and loving them. Why? Because you are our God. There is no other God. No, 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 no. There are no other gods. You're my God. And to 80,000 people that are watching, I proclaim it and I tell them. For those that don't accept you as such, one day you'll explain it to them. For an eternity. Help me in what I'm about to do. It's not easy what I do. It's not easy what I do. But I do it with you. I do it for you. I do it for them. I do it for the only God. You, Yahweh. I pray for America. I pray for Trump. I pray for Israel. I pray for the children that are being murdered and raped in the belly, in the dark rooms where they think they can't see. I pray for peace. I pray to be yours. I pray to be your servant. I pray to sing to you. And I pray that you would help me in what I'm about to do. That all honor and glory would go to you, where it belongs, where it comes from. In the name of your Son Jesus, my Lord, my Savior, through the Holy Spirit. I so want to be with you. Amen. 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 Well, I got to applaud her.
They thought it was me singing opera.
They thought it was you singing opera? Oh, Lord, family, we are here loaded for bear. You guys in the mood to stay? Oh, you hit me! You hit me! How did you do that, babe?
It's a donut.
These are cookies.
It's a donut.
But they're technically cookies. You're giving them to the birds? No. Okay, birdies, there you go. Look at they're coming. They're going to come. So we're here to study the Iraqi dinar, and everything that I say to you is just strictly in my opinion. But, oh my word, are we loaded for bear. There's a lot of things going on, family. A lot of good things that are going on. Here, before we start, may I ask you some questions? Well, first of all, what's the title of your UB2B? I'll answer that one. Green. Green what? The green. The green what? Well, you tell me. What do you think is green? The Zone? No. The Paperback? No. Toy VP's Green Light? Yeah, that green light. The golf course. That's a good. The green. Oh, that's a good one. The green. Hey, by the way, there's a group here in Hawaii, and they're called The Green. Look them up. Look them up. One of my favorite songs that I sing is called
Chocolate and roses.
Chocolate and Roses.
Pastor Kendall.
Pastor Kendall loves that song. He's always asking me to sing it for him and his wife to sing or to dance to. But The Green here in Hawaii. Oh, highly recommend you listen to all their music. Good people. Alrighty, so back to what we're saying. The title of UB2B is The Green. And it's not the green zone blitz, it is the green light, says Sharon. Yeah. We can hear the music. Yeah, I know Florida, but it's okay. It's just music that is not recorded. It is not, what's the word, copywritten. I love that song. What song?
The green. The
Oh,
chocolate
the
roses.
song, yeah, the let's see, the green special. Okay, so yeah, it's the green light. Who is the green light going to come from? Who is the green light going to come from? Go ahead and show me, because I'm thirsty here. Who is the green light that you see? We studied together as a group, right? I have no idea what the other ones are saying. I do. I get reports. They don't know anything that we're saying. Like for example, today I'm going to tell you about the green. Today there are one, two, three. There are 4 things that I'm going to show you today. Claire, you did not release them, right? You've been protecting it, right? Don't let the internet have it until I'm done with the with everything. Okay, Claire? Thank you. Yeah, I've learned to. I'm just like Trump. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do in Iran. You stupid. You go blab it out to the media. I think I was thirsty. So it turns out that we have 4 things today. Ah, there it is, Maria. And I'm sure many of you have been saying it. Maria's saying it. Sharon is saying it. Yeah, the green light was going to come from Trump. Okay, so now we know what the green is, and now we know who it comes from. But what was the green light for? Yeah. What's the green light for? If someone says for a while, I'm leaving. What's the green for? Green, my favorite color. Nope, that ain't it.
Release.
The release, says fiery preacher. Yeah, that okay. That's it. There you go. I'm all for that one. RV or RDRV. No, the RD. Yeah, but not the RV. RV is something different. Something different. Has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. Okay. Well, bravo. All 3 questions. Boom, 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 boom. Carpet bombing here. Now, the next thing. You've been with me for a while, and if you look at your notes, did not Walking Stick pre warn us? Did he not say, these are your precursors? Did he not exemplify that these are the catalysts that would release a lot of information to the Iraqi citizens just at the very end so that they are aware of what's going on? Do you agree with me on that? Post and tell me. Do you have in your notes that Walking Stick told us they're going to show them the lower notes? They're going to show them samples and specimens first, and then they'll show them the lower notes. They're going to tell them how to come into the banks. You now know that they're going to wait for them at the door, and they're going to ask them 2 questions. No other guru on the internet is even mentioning that. Unbelievable. So you know a lot of things here. Absolutely. What was the question? What was the question?
Did walking stick tell us?
Yeah. Did Walking Stick forewarn us that a lot of the negativity? Oh no, you're not going to get no purchasing power. They're going to lift the 3 zeros, and there's not going to be any difference whatsoever. You're stupid. Yeah, I know I'm stupid, but I'm trying to lie so that you can be, depressed. That's my job. I'm a cockroach. What do you do, Frank, when you see a cockroach? Are you screaming for joy? No, I'm screaming for the hammer, or my shoe, or the slip of something kill you, man. Yeah, and that's what they're all doing to us. So the cockroaches are well under control. You know it, you see it. Today, today the cockroaches come out and they say, "Hey, Middle Eastern countries, don't you dare, don't you dare work with Trump on the economic sanctions that he's doing. He's killing us. I wish he would use bullets and bombs and stuff, but no, he's killing us." So, all you Middle Eastern countries, if you help Trump, so help me, if you help Trump, where'd that go? Man, that picked up quick. If you help Trump, we're gonna bomb you. You're gonna photobomb me? No, we're gonna bomb you. With what? With what? With the rockets. They get blown up before they hit most of the times. You can't even aim them properly. And China's not giving you coordinates anymore, are they? In my opinion. What do I know? Uh, um, so the cockroaches needed to be well under control, family, because that's the only reason why you don't have the monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar. All right, so now what's the next thing? Everything that Walking Stick told us you're going to see today. Now here's another thing. Hey, Parliament, look at your notes. I'm laying the groundwork so I can teach you. I always have to remind you. You know how what happens to me. You know our numbers. You know people come out of nowhere and they want to know what's the latest, what's going on. Oh no, it's a lot. Don't you understand, Frank? We're going to pay taxes. Oh, for the love of God, man! I tell you, I want to scream and pull my hair out and run. There's just so many of you, and you don't come every day. You come when you feel like it. But the majority of you that come and understand what we're teaching, I've noticed what you're doing. You're posting. You're trying to answer people's questions. You're helping them. I love teamwork. It's very windy, so the camera is moving a lot. I apologize. We may have to go into the car. Huh? All right. So the cockroaches, we have to get rid of them, and we put them under control. Now there are four things today that Walking Stick told us they're going to do this, and one of them is the green light. You know what? Why not just shut up and start reading? Because you're going to enjoy this. You're going to enjoy this. Oh, thank you, Lord. All honor and glory to you. And thank you, Walking Stick, I team. Those are my only two teams that I have left, along with Omar, Sammy, Eddie, and Neil. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Because you stood with me. You didn't abandon me like somebody else did. I begged him take care of KTFA, and he takes 5 of my staff people with him and goes off on his own and criticizes me. And it broke my heart because they promised they would take care of KTFA while I went through cancer. But then they ran because they because they thought I was going to die in 2 months. Even my Delta, they all abandoned me. Look who's left standing. You. Like a big white polar bear. Tall and strong in knowledge and understanding and wisdom. And being led by the Holy Spirit, not by me. You don't want me to lead you. I'm bad news. I'm just a messenger. I just deliver. So, here we go. I love this. Oh, you're gonna love this. In fact, you don't need to see me. I want you to see this because when you see this, I think it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're part of our teams there. Oh, Frank's team sent this to Frank, and Frank is sharing. We're part of Frank's team. Yeah, you are. You study with me. And if you look at your notes, I was going to ask you this earlier. Remember, I kept saying, hey, Parliament. What, Frank? You suck. No, we don't. Hey, Parliament. What? You're not involved in the monetary reform. Yes, we are. No, you're not. Yes, we are. We're going to vote. We don't like the cabinet. We don't like the ministry. We don't like it. So we just don't like them. So we're not going to vote for them. And that's all there is to it. We delay. We in charge. No, you're not. You need the government seated, Frank. Yep, yep. You need this government seated in order to come up with a new exchange rate. No, we don't. You can come out with the government at 1310. You can open the budget at 1310. A flip of a switch. I proved yesterday. A flip of a switch is a reality. Did I not? What happened in the year of 20? Well, remember 1450 overnight. The next day was 13. Remember all that I taught you. So that mechanism, that idea of the flip of a switch is real. You got that, Parliament? No, it's not real. And we're in charge. And we're going to tell you when you're going to get your. There's not going to be any increase in the value. They're going. Holy cow, guys! Hi. Wait, come on, come here. Where'd you? A white one. Oh, only one white. Well, he's got a little black. No, I'm sorry, you don't qualify. Sorry, you got to go. Hi, guys. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Here. Come here. Oh, bless your heart. Hi, mommy. Oh, where'd you look at that one? It came right over our heads. You ready, Tink? Hey, guys, you ready? Here you go. Here you go. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. There you go. Somebody said to us, Tink, you should not give them rice. What's the matter with you, Frank? Are you crazy? You're a knucklehead, Frank. Don't give them rice. Why? Because rice, when they eat it, it swells up in their bellies and it kills them. Don't give them rice. Didn't you know, Frank? They don't give rice at weddings anymore. They don't? Well, that's a good idea that they don't. And I'm not stupid enough to give them raw rice. Thank you very much. We give them the cooked rice that we're eating. Thank you very much. And boy, do they love it. Thank you very much. Woo! Okay, save them for the end here. Okay, so back what I was saying. Remember, look at your notes. The cockroaches would say, we're going to vote it in. We're going to vote the government in. You need us to vote it in. We're not voting because we're in charge. You're not going to get purchasing power. Oh, by the way, they're going to lift the 3 zeros, but that's not going to give you any purchasing power. Oh, it's interesting. You meet me halfways, but you still lie. Unbelievable. All you have to do is explain the rest of it. When they lift the 3 zeros, what redenomination? Oh, well, there you go. You got purchasing power. But no, you are evil. You're worse than Goliath. And it just took a little stone. Alrighty. They think they're in charge. Remember that? Do you remember I said that? They think they're in charge? What if somebody told them they're not in charge? Oh! Hey, guru. No, don't do that, Frank. Don't do that. Forgive me, God. What if somebody told Parliament? Because that, watch this. Say the word Parliament, family. Say it. I got Tink back here going. Let's do it again together, okay, loud, right? Hey, Parliament. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Hey, Z, why don't you tell Parliament? Wouldn't it be great, family, if that happened? Oh, my good. Parliament, you are not in charge of any votes. You're not in charge of the monetary reform. Go away, Parliament. Go away. Here we go, family. Let's get to work. Sweetie, you want to come over my shoulder?
No.
No? Okay. You want to give me a
Or
kiss?
you can turn your chair sideways.
Love you too. I can turn my chair sideways?
Yeah, turn your chair sideways and then you can sit normal.
But I'm rather abnormal to begin with.
You don't want to turn it.
What do you think? I'm going to start going down here. Amazing grace, how sweet the soul, the sound. Woo! I hope you have time, family. You should call. You should call everybody, family. Not to listen to me, but to listen to Iraq. I see where gurus are combining and giving speeches, but not one word about what we speak. Why do you combine? They wouldn't dare call me to be a guest on their show. He's too mean. Are you talking about Toy VP or me? Can you believe all this, family? You're reading this, aren't you? Look how much there is. Oh, that's a good one right there. Call everybody, family. I still got a long ways to go. Call everybody. Here, right about here. There it is, right there. Okay, stop. Whoo-wee. I know I said I would hold it up, honey, but it is kind of difficult to do that. So every time I get to something good, family, I'll bring it up and show it to you. So here we go. Let's start studying together. He went right here, didn't he? I wonder if they saw the feathers. Did y'all see the feathers of the wings as they flew right by? He went room. Oh, look at you. Oh, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. I just said hello and then oh, there you go. Oh, now we're getting more white ones, but I don't see any pure white ones. You see one, let me know.
There's only one. Right there. Back there.
That one?
Yeah.
That one. This is so cute. Look at they're dropping their baby feathers, Jan. Look, you see the head?
Yeah.
The head is pure white and then the rest of the body is brown. Because those are the baby feathers. Okay, Vivi, that's enough. Let me concentrate now, okay? Thank you. I think I'm going to read all of it to you, but there are some points along the way where no. And I think at the start is no. Because you see, this goes into the 27 budget and it gives all kinds of information, but I'm not here for that. So instead, let's do this. Because of this, Frank, that I'm not going to read, they're saying that this means this means Iraq's exported oil is currently moving through the Straits of Hormuz. The cockroaches said, no, we're controlling the Straits of Hormuz. No, you're not. I told you yesterday that. The narrow waterways between Iran and Oman. We are receiving escorts by American ships. It is now a strategic checkpoint. Most of the Gulf oil passes through it now. So mentioning it usually relates to security, shipping stability, and geographical risk. They're answering my question about something. TV says that Iran has officially authorized Iraqi oil tankers to pass through the Straits of Hormuz. That's a joke, following repeated diplomatic requests from Baghdad as the closure of the strait waterways disrupted Iraq. But America is now in control of the Straits of Hormuz. Parliament is being a pain in the again. They're saying that the cabinet will again be delayed for some time because they can't agree on the defense and interior ministers. They have seven of the two whatever. You know this kind of stuff. We flush it, but I read it to you. Let's see. We now have a report. It's almost it's almost as if the weather changed overnight. It's almost as if a flip of a switch overnight, Omar. What? Well, this is on TV. Now, this happened while you were asleep. On the television, what happens, on the television, they just released a documentary report. It's called What Happens After Removing the Zeros. Is the dinar gaining strength or collapsing? This is, they got Hawaiian dancers now. Isn't that beautiful? Yellow, white, red dresses. Wow. So, this is a change in the weather from yesterday. It sure is, Frank. What happened? Yeah, I don't know. It was a documentary, and it says, "What happens after removing the zeros?" Wait a minute. Stop. Show me the picture. So they sent it to me off the television, and I said, "Look, what happens after removing the zeros?" It's no longer a question. And my friends out there said, "Yeah, oh my." What happens after removing the zeros? Is the dinar gaining strength or collapsing? Read the second part again, Omar. Is the dinar gaining strength or collapsing? Is it gaining? Did they remove the three zeros, Frank? Well, they're asking you, is the dinar gaining strength or is it collapsing now? Why did you switch? Oh, for you stabilizing it? That's fine. No, that's fine. I'm not going to move though. Much. That's a teenager. Look, Jan. That's a teenager right there. Hi. You have a lot of guts. Come here. It's okay. Will you eat it out of my hand? Do you have any more? Will you eat it out of my hand if I give it to you? Because you're staring at me. Okay, I'll tell you what. It's up to you. It's up to you to trust me. Ready? Here. It's okay. Now hold on. Here. First you got to look at it, okay? Come on. Okay, now come and get it. It's okay. Go ahead. You guys take care, okay? Read it again. What happens after removing the zeros? Who removed them? Read the second part. Is the dinar gaining strength or collapsing? Why are they asking you that? I don't know. Who's asking you that? It's from the state of Kwasi, Shafiq. It's not from Pardon? It's not from the cockroaches? Coordinated framework? Maliki? A camel? It's not. Who? It's from. Okay, thank you. So, to which I say to him, Omar, The fact that they're asking you these questions, the fact that this question is being brought up, in my opinion, is because they want you to look at the question deeply. The question is in two parts, which I just broke down for you, family. And in my opinion, it's also to continue the monetary reform education, not not just to the Iraqi citizens now, but to the entire world. Why? Because the entire world is waiting with a big catcher's mitt for you to release the exchange rate. Once you give it to us, we're going to take it, and it's going to be the second part for you. When they lift the three zeros, you're going to be $1 at 76 cents. That's not enough because the prices will be adjusted accordingly, and they're going to give you the lower notes so that you can have at least $1 purchase. But we want it, especially Forex and the United States Treasury. It's good to see the subject, Omar. It is very good to see the subject and the way they're presenting it to you. Let's see what else is doing. Because tomorrow they're going to tell you, which is what they told them. Because you're going to see an article that's going to tell you games playing and so forth and so forth. All right, good enough. So let us continue. Hey Frank, the bottom line, to all of this, don't. That's a little too loud, lady. The bottom line is it's about the balance of power between the state and the armed groups and which side ultimately sets the rules. Yes! And tell me the cockroaches. Tell me, do the cockroaches have any control? Are they setting any rules? Are they passing any laws? No. Are even the cockroaches still there? What do you mean by that, Frank? You know what I'm asking you. Are they still there? Or have they been replaced? Hey, I'm just thinking outside the box right now, family. Everything's in my opinion, right? Continuing. They're coming to feed them too. The bottom line, Frank, it's about the balance of power between the state and the armed groups. That's right, and we're winning. They don't even have any arms, do they? The groups, which sides ultimately sets the rules. We do. And as we do more and more of this, you're going to see we set the rules a long time ago. And I told you, we're in charge. We're in charge of the monetary reform. We're in charge of putting in the prime minister. We're in charge of everything, protecting the lower notes. No, we're not doing that anymore, are we? No. In my opinion. Now, let us continue. It does not increase the real value by itself. Yeah, because it has to go out into a float. It does not increase the real, but it does because it's at least $1. Come on. Okay, so the pin that was costing $3 trillion is now costing you $1. Well, there's your $1. You're not rich, but you can buy things conveniently now. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't have to take 5,000 notes just to buy one little pin. Not anymore. It's adjusted. But I didn't get rich. You're not supposed to get rich. You're supposed to have a good, decent life with a good purchasing power of the dollar at least. But you're the Middle East. You got so much stuff. You got so much stuff. All the Middle Eastern country exchange rates are at least in the $3 range. And so please, look, just give it to us. Yeah, give it to Forex. Give it to us. We'll drive it for you. We'll do the RV for you. We got the float, okay? You're already paired to the American dollar. You're no longer pegged to it. You're paired in the basket, and that basket will be coming out pretty soon. So it does not increase the real value by itself. It only changes how the currency is displayed. Yeah, but give it to us. Give it to us. Give it to Forex. Give it to the world. And your $1 is going to all of a sudden gain value. You see, they only tell you half the truth. No, you're not going to get rich, but you're going to have purchasing power of $1. And that purchasing power of $1, due to attrition, financial friction, it's going to grow like the rest of your Middle Eastern countries' rates. Alrighty, Frank. Countries usually do this to simplify the accounting and to reduce the cash volume, or to signal economic reforms. Like you were telling us, we need the monetary reform in order to have the success of the economic reform. This is a big signal that this combination is being established. It's a cosmetic monetary change. It's a cosmetic monetary change, not a true increase in purchasing power. Whether it helps depends on Iraq's border economic stability. Whether it helps depends on Iraq's border economic stability. WTO, how are they doing? They're doing great. They're protecting their currency. They are. Okay, this is good. And they are collecting, say, taxes, sales, everything, tariffs, sales, everything that they need at the borders, right? Yeah. And no foreign currency is coming into Iraq, right? And the dinar is not leaving Iraq, right? The borders are secured, right? Okay, that's just really good. Well, that's what's going to improve your economic situation, because your monetary reform it's already here. Good. To which I said to him, yeah, but once the currency is displayed, it doesn't just sit there and stare at the walls. The moment that you guys lift your three zeros, you guys, it'll be compatible. Once they lift the three zeros, that rate will be compatible with the lower notes, so that you have purchasing power in your streets. Yeah, yeah, and if Iraq removes three zeros, the exchange rate also removes three zeros, but the value stays identical. You notice this pattern? You notice this pattern? It doesn't matter what I say to Omar or to the CBI friends of ours out there. Yeah, you're right, Frank. But where does this come from? From generations, from the DNA that has been mutated to the point where, but we got to deal with the cockroaches. Yeah, well, you don't have to anymore. Very soon, a new generation is going to tell Iran, pick one. So you tell me, if Iraq removes the three zeros, the exchange rate also removes the three zeros, but the value stays the same, identical. Okay, no, it's at least $1. Explain to me that. How does it stay the same when it's now 76 cents or at least $1? So these are stupid lies. Then he gives me an example. If a bottle of water cost me 500 Iraqi dinars, and today, well, it would only cost me 5 cents with the new IQD after the redenomination. Purchasing power. No, Frank. It was 500, but it was adjusted, so now it only costs 0.5. Purchasing power. No. It's still the same. I mean, equivalent. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me take that away from you. No. They lifted the three zeros. Don't put the three zeros back. Well, then quit complaining. Okay. Why would Iraq need for the dinar to actually gain strength? Were you asking me that? No, that's what they said on the television. Are you serious? Why would the dinar actually need to gain strength? For the citizens of Iraq. Why would the citizens need? You see that report that they're doing to them. Okay, so we lift the three zeros, but then we need the lower denominations. Duh. A real increase in value, revaluation requires, and then he shows me all the different things, which are the lower notes. To which I say correct. And that's why I keep telling you, give it to Forex. And we will add value to it. Give it to Forex. We will add value to it. Deleting the zeros is an administrative change right now. It's not a value change. Huh? Repeat what I just said, family. Deleting the three zeros is an administrative step, not a value to change the rate, to change the purchasing power. No, I think I proved it. Oh, Lord, I can't stand this woman no more. I keep wanting to say something, and then I lose the thought because she's, Let go of her toe, man. Here, you read it, okay? Why she's screaming her head off? You see that right there? That's what they told the Iraqi citizens today. What does that mean to you? It says, Frank, on the television, they just told us that. And we understand what they're trying to tell us. It is our administration that is dealing with the removing of the three zeros, but it is you outside of our walls, out of our borders, that will add value to it. Also, the television is saying deleting the zeros equals a redenomination. It is a cosmetic change. Yeah, they told you that today. Yes, Frank. They said deleting the three zeros equals a redenomination. Okay, so you lift the three zeros and then you introduce the lower notes. Yeah, that's the combo. That's the duel that I've been talking about. That's the one that Eddie and Sammy and Neil and all got mad at me and said, no, it's a one step and two step, cha cha cha. Remember? Two steps. Oh, for crying out. You mean to tell me you think they're going to lift the three zeros and not introduce the lower notes? Well, they haven't said it. We need it officially said. Oh, okay, fine. But that's what they're telling me today. And that's what they're telling the Iraqi citizens today. That if we lift the three zeros, it will become a redenomination. It is a cosmetic change. It does not increase the dinar's value. Fine. But the television is saying it does not make the dinar worth 76 cents. What? Say it again. The television is saying it does not make the dinar worth 76 cents. Holy crap. I'm sorry. Holy cow. Family, when they lift the three zeros, it's 0.76, isn't it? Which usually would be a one, so they could be one on one, on par with the dollar, right? But how many times have I said to you, a dollar? It's going to be more than that. TV is saying it does not make the dinar worth 76 cents. Then what does it make it worth? I don't want to show you. Because they don't tell you. They just said that. But I said to him, they're correct. They are correct, my brother. Once you release it, once you show that you lift the three zeros outside of Iraq, then we will add value to it because everybody wants to use your currency. When they tell you that on the television that the lifting of the three zeros does not make the dinar worth 76 cents, I agree with them. I don't think that that's going to be your rate. Well, Frank, we know, we're just telling you what the television is saying to us today. There's a lot of information they're talking to us about. They stick in a lot of gloom and doom. They're just going to delete the zeros is all they keep telling us. They stick in gloom and doom, but they keep telling us they're just, all they say is they're going to delete the zeros. You see how far we've gotten, family? You see the point where we're at? It's the same point that the banks are in right now. Not a single bank is telling me it's a scam. Not a single bank is saying to me anymore, oh, you made a big mistake. They're getting ready for us. You know it and I know it. The television is telling us a lot of gloom and doom, but they're also saying to us that they're going to delete the zeros is all that they keep telling us and repeating over and over. Like you said, Mr. Frank, they don't go into the next part and define how is it that we're going to be getting purchasing power through the lower denominations. And also when you get it out of our borders. They're going to delete the zeros is all they keep telling us, not giving us any value. And even outside of Iraq, they're telling us that it's going to be worth 76. Really? Okay, so outside of Iraq, they're telling us, yeah, it's going to be worth 76 cents. It's just a cosmetic fix, is what what they're telling us. And I'm telling you, Mr. Frank, we understand what you're saying. But that's what they're telling us on the television, okay? We know what you're saying, Frank. It's 76 is because they lifted three zeros, and we know that it's not going to be that. It's going to be at least 1-to-1, and we know that 1-to-1 is not enough. We agree with you on all of. Oh my word! This thing just threw. Oh, it didn't throw up. Yeah, that's the part that I was just reading to you right there. Yeah, no problem. Okay, well, good. To which then I say, well, that's where I disagree with the television, because lifting the three zeros will definitely make your currency worth at least 76 cents. And that's a stupid statement for them to make. Then we will take it to your dollar or 322 or 425 or outside of your country. Inside, your goal is 1-to-1. It will, and it shall be that or more, in my opinion. Frank, this report that they're doing, this documentary, to now they're saying on the television, it says, TV says, only this, what we're doing, it only cleans up the numbers. It reduces the numbers. It doesn't clean it up. I mean, I suppose you could say it cleans it up. It makes things simpler. But I'm not into that, okay? I'm not into these stupid, misleading statements. Thank you very much. Frank, the Iraqi dinar only increases in real value when the economic developments improve. Of course! Not when Iraq deletes the zeros or changes the note designs or publishes new monetary framework. A true value increase is called a revaluation. That's me! You are an RI! You keep telling me the truth, the obvious, but yet you don't seem to understand it. It's not, well, they don't seem to understand it. You understand it very well, Omar. It's not when Iraq deletes a zero, changes or changes the note designs or publishes new monetary frameworks. A true value increase, a revaluation, requires deep structural changes. And we got them, buddy. And we got them. That's what's so exciting about all of this. Just ask the IMF, ask the U.S. Treasury, ask WTO, ask WB, ask IMF, ask AML, ask them all. They're all on pins and needles waiting for you. And today you got the green light. So this is all good. Okay, thank you very much. I'm wasting time. To which I say, oh, I see, Omar. Oh, I see, Omar. Thank you. I thought this was coming from someone with authority. I'm being sarcastic. Oh, I see, Omar. Okay. So this opinionated piece that is out there, this documentary, I thought it was coming from somebody with authority. Of course, the television is going to tell you the opposite. You know who owns the media. That's what I said earlier, that tomorrow there will be an article where they will go against what you showed me. It's a stupid game that they play every day that I ignore every day. Mr. Frank, they just told us that our reserves... I don't want to say that. So let me say this. They just told us that these reserves, okay, the reserves that we have are enough to back up the dinar. The higher the reserves, the stronger and the higher for our currency. Don't borrow from yourselves. Frank, Iraq's current reserves is around... It's pretty much what it's been there. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna show it. Iraq's current reserves, family, are good enough to sustain the Iraqi dinar if they decide to lift the three zeros right now. Also, Iraq's current reserves are about 100 billion, one of the highest in the Middle East region. And you think it's for 1310? Continuing. To which I said, well, that's cool. Cool free foliage. She stopped. I'm sorry, man, but I didn't. Maybe she heard me. No. So the whole idea, Frank, is now they're saying we need to reduce corruption and smuggling. This is one of the biggest obstacles. The dollar leak through unofficial channels. Smuggling networks disrupt supply. Corruption undermines banking reforms. That's what they're talking to you about today on that documentary. Yeah, reduce corruption and smuggling. Done it, cockroaches are gone. This is one of the biggest obstacles. Not really, not anymore. Don't even have the auctions. They say the dollar leaks through unofficial channels. Show me. We'll bust them right now. Show me who's leaking the dollar. And they're saying smuggling networks disrupt supply. The borders are secure. Ask the TO. Corruption undermines banking reforms. Yeah. And that's why you need security and stability from these cockroaches that cause that problem. And that's why you got it now. And that's why you got the green light from the United States. We'll get there. How are they doing?
Good.
Are they bored?
Nope.
Number?
22, almost 23.
Thank you kindly for being with me. God bless you all. Thank you. You're beautiful. Yes, you are. She grabs it and she looks up and you're like, is it okay? So yeah, they're talking to us. This documentary is interesting, Frank. Corruption undermines banking reforms. It sure does. There's also this, Frank. They said a real increase in the dinar's value is possible. No caca, Sherlock. That's what they're doing. A real increase in the dinar's value is possible, but only through economic strength, not currency tricks. This is not a trick. You see, deleting the zeros equals a cosmetic revaluation. Economic powers. Iraq is working on some fundamentals, but not enough yet for a major value increase. You see what they're saying? They know it's coming. They are prepared. They're well prepared for it. They got the green light for it today. But they constantly are saying, yeah, but we're really not ready for it. We got to do all these things. And if we're going to really delete the three zeros, well, then, it's just a cosmetic revaluation. It's just a little economic power. Oh, now you have economic power, not purchasing power. Is that the way you change the words? Is that what that's economic power? Is that right? Yeah, a little economic power. Iraq is working on some fundamentals, but not enough yet for a major value in increase. You're capitulating. You are surrendering. You are tapping the mat as hard as you can. You're desperate to survive, aren't you, Parliament? You did not survive. That's right, Omar. That's right, Omar. Security and stability for your currency. That's right, Omar. Security and stability for your currency. That's what's needed first. But it was because we had to get rid of the Iranian militia. We had to get rid of your auctions. All Iranian political influence in your country had to be removed. The cancer surgically took a lot of operations, just like my cancer. Now it's because we have full control. We have full control of the remaining cockroaches. Notice how they are changing their tune. Well, okay, if we do this and then lift the three zeros, now it's if, a possibility. Okay, they're just ridiculous. They're trying to survive, but their numbers are decreasing, aren't they? We don't talk about everything with your family. Now it's because we have full control of the remaining cockroaches that are still there, that are left in your country and your government. They continue to have a stupid voice for your future of your country. They hate you. They hate your future with America. They hate you. They hate you. And they'll make your life miserable. The major obstacle preventing the Iraqi dinar from rising was the heavy dependence on the US dollar. Yeah, okay, all right. Let's say they tie. The cockroaches that were completely took over your country. There is a bacteria. This bacteria will enter the head of a grasshopper. And the bacteria then sends a toxin throughout the body. It destroys most of the neurological structure of that grasshopper, but it does not destroy the neurological connections, the synaptic gaps, connections in the brain to the muscles of that insect. That bacteria takes over and lives in the cranial capacity of the grasshopper's brain. The bacteria then tells the body that is dead, zombied, to move its leg. It tells it to flee from danger. It can activate parts of that grasshopper, even though the grasshopper is hollowed out, empty. It's just a carcass. The toxins ate most of it. But the cranial area where the bacteria lives is still using the neurological implants to move the body like, what's that guy, San Diego? Oh, no, the Fremont. No, what is that? That guy they propped up. He was dead.
Weekend at Bernie's.
What? Weekends at Bernie's. Weekends at Bernie's. It's like that guy, the Weekends at Bernie. He was gone, but they used him. I think they did it with one of the generals in the Napoleonic War. Yeah, they even did it in a lot of the wars in the Asian theater too. When the kings are like Genghis Khan, no, they didn't. I think they did it with Genghis. Now that I think about it, when their leader is dead, the troops scatter, and the enemy wins. Ask David and Goliath. Well, sure enough. I felt that right over my head. That was so cool. Iraq. Yeah, I was saying Genghis Khan, they propped him up on his horse and they took him into battle even though he was dead so that the soldiers would not scatter and run. They had to be victorious. And that's the same thing. They're propping up a bunch of lies and making it seem like, what they're saying is true. And the grasshopper story is the illustration of Iran infiltrating into Iraq and taking over everything. The people of Iraq lived in the Stone Age, and so did the people in Iran. And they killed everybody that didn't want them to be ruled by them. This is communism on steroids. Yeah, so but that zombie grasshopper doesn't really exist anymore. You can't do that to the United States of America, Iran. You've been defeated. And we are going to have the security and stability that we need. Now, you say that the number one reason, Omar, is because you are dependent on the American dollar. You know something? I'm not going to disagree with that, but I'm going to say that it's tied. It's tied. Continuing. I really loved when you pointed out to me, Omar, that they flipped the switch on the value of your currency overnight back in 2023. I think it was because that's exactly what they can do right now. So, all this negative talk, all this noise is of no interest to me or my teams. It's just very depressing and drains you Iraqis of your energy and of your motivation. So don't let them succeed in discouraging you. Don't let them succeed in discouraging you. Now, yes, you're heavy on dependence on the dollar was not what Trump wanted. He wanted you to play fair with the dollar, and that's what you're doing now. And notice, my dollar is going down in value, and that's exactly what Trump wants. American citizens look at that and say, my dollar is losing money. But isn't that what China does? Isn't that what Russia does? They take advantage of imports and exports by having a weaker currency. Trump is doing the same model, reversing it on them, shoving it in their faces. Yeah, you were heavy. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to say all that. But I think you should have heard it, and you did, family. You were heavy on the dependence on the dollar, but you're not anymore. Trump wants you to play fair, and that's what's happening. The only way that Trump allows you to use the American dollar is in three different ways: in travel, in medicine, and in your GOI. But the citizens can never, never, ever touch the American dollar again. And that's because of what they're about to give you to put in your hands. Frank, we agree with everything you're saying here. Even the CBI people here are saying, good job, Frank, good job. But we report all of this because this is what is on the television and what they're telling us. That there is not going to be the television is telling us that there's not going to be no value added. There's not going to be any value added. And that's why we talk about this, family, because we have to understand. How's it? Follow him. That was not cool. Where did it just?
I don't know. I just saw him right here.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He was just acting cute, but I don't like it, and they'll take care of it. Hi, you're beautiful. So the television is talking to us and telling us all these things that they're not going to add any value to our currency, but they will lift the three zeros. It's just going to be the deletion of the zeros. It's just going to be a cosmetic fix. They don't seem to know how to lie, Frank. That's what they're telling us today. The budget they say is going to be 1320. Yeah, I'm just reporting what they say. We thought there would be better news for you today. Oh, bless your heart. There is better news. Look at that. Oh, no, don't worry about it. But all they're talking about and telling us that the budget is going to be at 1320 and there's not going to be any increase and all that. And I said, don't worry, man. I appreciate you. Very soon, and very soon, in fact, it's almost about 1 o'clock in the morning. Very soon, Omar, you'll see what we're looking for or what we're waiting for. And he said, we wish that we could report better start today, but this is all we got. All day long, man. They just keep shoving 1320 in our faces all day long. Well, shove it back. To which I tell them, I said, no worries. I appreciate you. I pray for you. I pray for your spirit to be lifted because soon enough, you're going to see something that will make you very happy, okay? Stay strong with me. Stay strong with me. He says, yeah, but he just wishes he had better news for you. Well, what if I had better news for you? I told him, I said, it's actually all good news. It's actually all good news plus his heart. And now, remember I told you we were at 1 o'clock, so now we're at 3 o'clock. And right about 1 to 3 is when this all started to kick in. Then he says, Mr. Frank. What? I'm half asleep. Dang, like, oh, okay, that's cool. Roll back to sleep. Tried to, anyways. Mr. Frank, I just wanted you to know that all my friends here at the CBI have been gathered together today because you're not gonna believe it. I can't read this part, but it's kind of like, how the blankety blank did you know? he says, he says, we all are here down in the where they meet, and we just wanted you to know, my friend at the CBI wants you to know. They just told him. They just told me today that the CBI has officially opened the exchange rate review file. Yeah, we were expecting it today. The CBI, because you see, what did I say? What did I say? Who's going to talk next? Tell me, so I can get something to drink and show me, honey bunny. Who's going to talk next? I told you 2 days, maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. Ooh, someone says, muy caliente, we're on fire. Jennifer says, yeah, that's the great news. Oh, there is Scott Healer, Quantum Love, Matthew, Beth, and what is those purple things? Yeah, look at all of you, Galway girl, Bud, Forrest, Mom, all of you. I'm so proud of you. I told you, didn't I? I think it was yesterday. The CBI is next to talk. All my friends down here are so, la 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 and la 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 la. And how did you know? They want to know because my friend says they just told me that the CBI just told me. Is it focused in okay? CBI just told me, Frank, that they're opening the file to lift the three zeros. Yeah, you know why? No, why, Frank? Because you got the law to do it. Now, yesterday I think you got it. Yeah, yesterday. Are you having fun, family? Oh, I was just curious. Bring it up. I'm just curious. I want to see what they say. Are you having fun? Let me see. Are you enjoying this UB2B? It's going to get even better. Let's see what you're saying. No, go away. Leave me alone. Yes. You said the other day, be ready for the 24th. You remember. I'm so proud of you. I don't like to throw everything back at you. I just pick one thing so you can remember. Tickets pink? What's that?
Tickled pink.
Oh, tickle pink. He put tickets pink. Look at Bertie. Hey, look, it says tickets pink. That's funny. Okay. You know, yesterday's UB2B was packed. I feel bad for those that didn't get to see it. So it turns out that they just told us that there's that they just officially, the CBI has just officially, what word are we looking for from the CBI family? An official announcement, right? Oh, okay. The CBI has officially made this announcement that they have opened the exchange rate review because you got the law now to do it. This rate has been closed. This rate has been closed since the rate was changed back in 2023. That was the flip of the switch we talked about yesterday. Back in 2023. So, at least we know they are reviewing a change. This is so encouraging compared to this last week. They just told me, Frank, they are reviewing it. You think they're going to turn it down? And then, and then, I don't mean it's going to happen tomorrow or next week or within 6 weeks. There's those guardrails again. Or or next week, or within 6 weeks, or whatever. But at least we know the file is open. That is very important. By what? Yeah, but what I sent her. Encouraged are we today? Ah, yes, wise one. Why happy?
Yoda.
Huh?
Frank Yoda.
Yo, wise man. Happy are you today, huh? Was it Luke? Luke?
Today encouraged are you?
Huh?
Today encouraged.
Today, encouraged are you? Oh, okay. Lifting the three zeros. Oh, no, that's normal talk. 3 zeros, Drew. No, lift. No, 3 zeros lift. You say? Oh, yeah, they're actually reviewing the lifting of the three zeros. And who's doing it? The CBI? The ones who we want. Those are the ones. I just can't. He pooped. He pooped. One of the reasons why my wife married me is because I make her happy, don't I?
Yep.
I make you laugh all the time, don't I, babe?
Yep.
Especially when you're sad or if you got a boo-boo. I run to you, don't I?
Yep.
Where else? Where else would I run? God is with you. I run to the both of you. Look at the rate has been closed since the rate was changed back in 2023. So at least we know that they are reviewing a change. This is very encouraging, very motivating from yesterday. They're reviewing it, Frank. And then, now I don't mean it's going to happen tomorrow or next week or the next 6 weeks or whenever, but at least we now know that file is open. And it's open by the CBI, Frank. That is very important by what caused before you can change any. Okay. This is very important because before you can make any rate change, you have to have that file open. And the CBI has the exchange rate file under review and open. Do you realize they know the rate? Of course they do. It's the freaking CBI. They hold the rate. They protect the rate. We protect the lower denouns. Everything I say is in my opinion. We have another very interesting thing that just happened right now. So this would be the second no, the first one was we haven't even got to the green light. So I gave you the first one right now. Second one. Another thing that's interesting that my CBI friends were telling me, and they want you to know, Frank. Another thing that's interesting from that he was telling me is it wasn't long ago that our federal courts here in Iraq, are you listening? It wasn't long ago, Frank. And this is my CBI friends that told me. And the CBI today is officially saying, yeah, we opened the file to lift the 3 zeros. Well, that guy tells me that the federal court made a new ruling where the cabinet has full control. Oh, look at that. Never mind. My CBI just told me that he just found out that the federal courts of Iraq made a new ruling where the cabinet has control, full control now of starting the monetary reform policy such as you know it, the redenomination of the currency. So it turns out we have bypassed a step where before you used to have to go through Parliament, but now the new law is saying it can be initiated through the cabinet that Z has from Trump, that Parliament wants to tear apart and not vote in, yeah, that we protect, yeah, that I told you we have, yeah. Wow, this is big news, and this is just the second thing to tell you today that's big. Parliament is saying we now have a new law. Yeah, a new law. Bourbon? No, I don't want bourbon. We'll have a new law now, okay? And it says that the law we will initiate through the cabinet the lifting of the 3 zeros, our monetary reform. We decided to bypass Parliament. We told Parliament, pick one. Parliament says, did you get this from Frank? I mean, forever I've been saying, Parliament, you're not important. No, we are. Parliament, you're not going to pass any laws. Yeah, we are. Parliament, no. Yeah. Hey, Parliament. No, Frank, we're passing laws. I tell you what, we decided that we agree. We agree. We're passing a law to lift the 3 zeros. Yeah, we're doing that too, yeah. No, you're not. Yeah, we are. No, you're not. Yeah, we are. And what did I say? Go ahead. You can pass gas for all I care. Remember I said that? I don't care. Pass what you want. It won't do any good. Trump, Z, the cabinet, we'll just take whatever you pass and we'll just put it in the paper shredder and use it for fuel or something. No. Don't you understand? You don't exist. Yeah, we do. No, you don't. You're being reformed, you're being reshaped, you're being restructured. You're being arrested. Yes, we are. And you're being replaced. Yes, we are. You're losing. Yes, we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, how you feel about that? I've been telling you since the beginning of time, don't worry about Parliament. Omar, but Parliament said, Omar, please, please. You see, I don't want to tell you that I know something you don't know because, no, that's not true. I'm telling you something that I know that you don't know. That's what I just said.
I know, right?
I know, right? Yeah, yeah. I was IKR, right? Oh, Jiminy Crickets. But you're my family. You study with me. I told you. Don't pay attention to Parliament. And now you see that Parliament, where is it? Let's give you the whole thing here. So you can enjoy and read it on your own when you have time, okay? That's numero uno. That's numero two. Don't forget, you can just pause it and watch it again. There's number three. And this here be number four. I didn't even read number four, the last part. That's what it says. So, la 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 la, la 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 la. The federal court made a new ruling where the cabinet has full control also starting in the monetary policy. We will do it, not them. Such as, redenominating the currency, bypassing. We have decided to bypass a step where before we used to have to go through Parliament. But now the new law is it can be initiated through the cabinet. And also, of course, the CBI has full authority on what we're looking for. And that's why they made the announcement today. But it also can be. This is taking, oh yeah, this is taking a sidestep. That's what it is. Instead of having to go, yeah, that's what they're trying to say. So instead of having to go, once again, he's reiterating, he's just saying it again. So instead of having to go through Parliament, so that's another thing that's good. So just wanted to give you an update on that. And they're talking about the difference in the exchange rate in the streets. And we are now also talking of the real official rate on television. Yeah, I know. That's why I told you get ready for today. Oh, tell me more about the official rate. What are they saying about it? Because I know, well, what are they saying about it? So he gives me a long report, and do you want it, family? Because it's a little long. Look, starts right there. It's long. It's very long. And it ended there. So I'll leave it up to you.
Yep, yep, yep.
No, no, no. Okay. What time is it? 2:20.
222.
We have 1 hour. Mr. Frank, just wanted you to know that my friends, oh, that's what I read at the CBI, what they said and everything, all that. Another interesting thing is they're telling us that not long ago the federal court's new ruling. Okay, I told you about that one as well, too. Yeah, we're talking about the official rate. Okay, so let's go, because I tell him, tell me about the official rate. And he said, yeah, we're talking also about the official street rate. They say that it's 1530, but the real rate officially by the CBI is 1310. So they're talking about that rate is like 18% different. And that can put pressure on our financial system for more corruption because people are trusting the street rate more than they are the official rate from the CBI. So yes, there's no doubt. This is why the CBI has come down today and was taking measure, telling us that they're taking measures to bring that down. But whatever they were doing actually worked. Remember on the 11th when it started, Frank? It has gone up a little bit since then, but it did work. It reduced the street rate, but it's risen back again. So we just want to let you know what they told us all about this on the television. Okay, now we're going to Trade Bank, TBM. There's a special, and they're on the television right now, and they're talking. They're talking with a guest, and they're talking about what's next for the dinar after deletion of the zero's strength or collapse. Remember, I showed that to you earlier. I'm just hot. You're okay, aren't you? And this is the problem. Tell you what, let me move this over here. I want to go into the car because we get the air condition, but that's all right. Let me move this over. Oh my goodness, my bones are hurting, Jan.
Well,
Oh,
switch places with me.
but honey,
Switch places with me. I'm giving you a breeze here.
no, sweetheart. The breeze is in this direction. Oh, thank you.
Need this?
Let's see. I don't know if it'll work. Nah, not really. Ow! I can kind of feel it. Let me get back to what we were saying, family. No, I just realized that they hear that'll interfere. I've been with you so long, so I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit. I cannot hold it up. You backed away too far from me. Ah. Tell me where. Let's 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 jump. So far you've gotten three things that were very interesting. And if I recall, we left off with the TBM report. So very quickly, TBM special with a guest is talking about what's next for the dinar after the deletion of the zero strengthens. Will it collapse, or are they just talk? That's what they're talking about, or will it gain strength? That's what they're talking about on the television. And if you remember, we opened up with that first. This is just pure speculation that they're talking about this. What will happen with the dinar if you drop those three zeros? But it's interesting. Why ask us citizens this question? And why ask us, do you think that the dinar will be strengthened as a goal? Because that's what we're doing. We're strengthening the dinar by lifting the three zeros. So all of this monetary reform education is exactly what your walking stick told us to look for. To strengthen, they're asking us, will the lifting of three zeros strengthen them? They were at a value, because if they don't, then they're talking about a possibility of. Oh, okay. So they're saying, will it strengthen if we lift the three zeros? Because if it doesn't strengthen it, then our currency will collapse. Right. I never thought about it that way. That's true. Lift the three zeros. Don't introduce a lower notes. Your your monetary for your economy will collapse. That's good. This is the CBI guys, right, Omar? That's good. I like that a lot. Here, let me show it to you. It's a little broken up, but I think you can decipher it if you read it properly. Right, and that's what we've been saying. And as far as Omar, you said, no, it won't happen. There's no value when you lift the three zeros. When you lift the three zeros and add the lower denominations, for crying out loud. Continuing. We're at 5 o'clock in the morning now, family. 20. Thank you. Television is showing that Iraqi Parliament Financial Committee hosted the CBI government. Hello, ring a ding ding, ring a ding ding. Hey, governor of the CBI. This is Parliament. Can we talk? No, no. Can we just talk? No. Okay, so television shows that Iraqi Parliament Finance Committee hosted the CBI governor, and the address of the was about the financial and the monetary file deficit financing mechanism, banking center development, and the solution to overcome the financial crisis. Lift the value. They said that the importance was establishing an advanced mechanism to strengthen the monetary policy and to support financial and monetary stability, and the work on maximum and minimum revenues to help both our economy. So a lot of mumbo jumbo talk, but it was a big meeting with the CBI governor and Parliament. Okay, Omar, can I give you my interpretation of that? Yeah, go ahead, Frank. The new CBI governor, who was appointed by Trump, in my opinion, told Parliament, "You're fired," and they didn't like it. And then today, the cabinet or GOI tells Parliament, "Your vote doesn't count." What? Your vote doesn't count. Go listen to Frank's UB2Bs. What's the matter with you? The television is now. Boy, it's been television all day. What do the other gurus say? I don't know. Now, we're going to go to this place. I keep these places to myself. And this television is saying that if they drop the zeros, it would be worthless. It would be worthless unless they peg to the dollar. What? That's what the hour on the hour. Okay, this is, I told you, it's a documentary, Frank. Now, the latest thing that they're telling us about this monetary reform, that's what your walking stick said. It would just be commercials, it would be introductions, it would be bulletin boards, it would just be all over the place. It is. It is. Frank, I went to use the bathroom, and there was graffiti up there that said 322. Anyways, so Go TV says, oh, shoot. Anyways, whatever. This television is saying that if they drop the three zeros, it would be worthless unless it was pegged to the dollar. Unless it was pegged to the dollar. Ta-da. Even the cockroaches, have to admit it now. We all know, because we're good students and we've learned together. Yeah, they're going to lift the three zeros, and it's going to give you the purchasing power, and the prices will be adjusted. You'll have the lower notes, and you're not going to get rich, but you're going to have the ability to buy. Okay. But then we're going to take it, and Forex is going to take it, and Middle Eastern countries are $3 and above. That's who will take it. So the television is saying that if they drop the zeros, it would be worthless unless they peg to the dollar. Bingo, that's what we said. They were only telling you half the truth. If they lift the three zeros, you don't get no purchasing power. Yeah, if they lift the three zeros and introduce the lower notes, we get purchasing power. Oh, well, yeah, well. Why did you say that? Look at you, look at. He's trying to be friendly with you. You don't have any more? I've never seen that. It just jumped right on top of your purse. Oh, he's loving you. He trusts you. Oh, he thinks you're going to get something. He's looking at your hand. What do you think? You want that? Go ahead and try it while I keep reading. So this television place that you sent it to, Frank, says that if they drop the three zeros, it would be worthless unless they peg to the dollar. Thank you for finally telling the truth. So they were saying this on the television with this documentary report that also if they do drop the zeros and if nobody buys, they're coming up with scenarios I didn't even think about. But let's go back to that first one. If they drop the zeros, it would be worthless unless it's pegged to the dollar. Okay, that's what we teach because you didn't tell the whole truth. And they're also saying that if we drop the three zeros, and if nobody buys, it is then they. And if nobody buys with what they give us, then it won't raise the value. It could be some serious applications. It could collapse. So you would think that they would do some type of a value. Of course they're going to do a value, you silly rabbit. I never thought about that scenario. Okay, so you lifted three zeros. Okay, right? Okay. Now, here's your lower denominations. Okay. Now, use them. No. What? No. Iraqi citizens, we just give you lower denominations. This one's not fair with you. Do you understand? No. And how many times have I said that? It must not fail with the citizens of Iraq. And here it is on the documentary telling the Iraqi citizens, look, when we give this crap to you, you better buy stuff with it, man. Don't use foreign currency. Don't use any just bring the 30 notes in. It's amazing. You're just going to love what is about to happen. Yes. Okay, I see. And so buy with it, and because if not, your value will not raise to be to at least to a dollar. It could be a serious application. It could collapse a monetary reform. So you would think, Frank, that when they lift the three zeros and they give us the lower notes, it would have some type of value to it because it's just too much of a gamble just to drop the zeros. Look at that. Look, you got that right there, family? Read that. Read that. Let me read it again. So, you think that, when they give us a lift of three zeros and they give us a lower notes, you think that they would add value to it because it's just too much of a gamble just to drop the three zeros and that's it. Well, that would be dumb. They get dropped the three zeros and they don't give you the lower notes. It would be dumber. Drop the three zeros, give you the lower notes, and then you don't use them because you're pissed off or mad or you don't want to be a part of this. Yeah, those are three options that are very serious to be taken. And that's probably what the CBI is dealing with right now. And that's why the monetary reform is so loud. It is so obvious. It is exactly what Walking Stick told us would happen at the end. You can't mess up, citizens. Well, the citizens probably say, give us number three, Frank. You gave them number one, you gave us number two. Now give us the number three thing that's powerful tonight. Okay. Well, it turns out that on the television, they're saying that Al Ashir, Al Ashiqr, Al Ashir says that Washington, D.C. is announcing that they are supporting the lifting of the zero denomination step in pursuit of expanding the dollar's global dominance. Yeah, that's the green light. So let's look at that a little closer. Who's it from? Washington. Trump? No. What's he say? Well, it's two parts. Why? He says Washington supports zero. Zero? Yeah, that's the monetary reform, Frank. The electronics, the numbers, the lifting of the three zeros. And he also, and then hyphen, and he also supports the denomination. Get rid of the 3-0 notes and replace them with the LDs. Trump said this. Washington supports the zero denomination steps in pursuit of expanding the dollar's global dominance. Yeah, Trump said it. Because at the beginning of my UB2B, I said, play fair with the American dollar. And what is Trump doing? Same thing that China did. Same thing that Russia did. Their exchange rate was so low that they took advantage of imports and exports. So Trump decided to reverse it. We'll take advantage of you. Ask Canada. This is a green light. Trump, you're telling Z, I support you, I support the zeros, you support removing the zeros, and you support the denomination, get rid of the zeros, okay, replace them. Steps, okay, the two steps, oh, okay. In pursuit of expanding the dollar's global dominance. Well, when they go in the basket, you know what's going to happen? It's going to go up in value, and we're going to go up in value as well too. But wow, expanding the dollar's global dominance. What we're doing is going to expand the dollar's global dominance. What we're doing with the Iraqi dinar in the basket, Frank. My God, this guy's a genius. Next report, 7 o'clock in the morning. TV says that the absence of banking systems has finally hit dinar. The absence of what? Of banking systems. They got banks. Well, yeah, but they're not free to do what they want to do. Oh, so the absence of a banking system has hit the dinar. Mm-hmm. Al Jarib reveals how economically stable countries protect their investors' funds. And in this case, it's because they're about to raise the value of the currency of Iraq. 8:30 in the morning, next report. On the television, the Central Bank of Iraq is signaling how it plans to merge the country's money supply and interest rates over the next few years. In simple terms, they told us, the governor is explaining a lot today, isn't he? That's what he's supposed to do, Frank. That's why Trump put them there. All righty. So tell me what. Well, the governor is explaining how they will keep inflation under control, stabilize the currency, and guide economic policies. The governor is the CBI governor at these meetings, and in the documentaries that they're giving us. He's explaining how they will keep inflation under control. Only one way. And he's explaining how they're going to stabilize your currency. Only one way. And to guide economic policies, right? You know, monetary reform and then economic reform. Okay. Yeah. Well, the governor of the CBI is making sense. Anything else from the CBI? Yeah, Frank. What? The CBI is outlining its long-term plan for how it will manage the Iraqi dinar inflation and banking stability. Well, yeah, that's what you kind of said already there, huh? Yeah, that's what they keep repeating on television. It seems to us that we're going through a monetary reform. Now, Frank, the CBI came back out. This is the seventh time. Now the CBI is describing tools. They are describing tools that the bank will uses to make sure there is enough money in the financial systems, but not too much, which causes inflation. We've talked about inflation, currency inflation, many times. It looks like they are too. Continuing, they're adjusting interest rates to influence borrowing, spending, and economic growth. Say it again. They're adjusting interest rates. Well, only if there's a rate change. Oh, well, Frank, no. Listen to him. Only if there's a rate change. What do you think, Omar? Well, they're saying that by us making this statement, CBI says, they're adjusting interest rates to influence borrowing, spending, and economic growth. But you need a monetary reform for that. Yeah, Frank. But because they're saying all this, it signals stability to investors and international partners. That's true. So when you lift the 3 zeros, we'll take it and run because we trust it now. Yeah. It also affects the value of the Iraqi dinar inflation level and banking operations. This is your whole monetary reform explained to you. Every bit of it, every inch, every nook and cranny. Yeah, the governor wasn't done, Frank. He was on a he was on a tirade today. He was talking left and right. Look at here. Came back out again. What time is it? Late in the day. He came back out again. He says, some somebody sends me a text. Frank,
They just said they sent you a text.
does garlic Frank, does garlic help with no voice due to seasonal allergies? Do you know what I'm? Do you see what I'm? You want me? You know, I guess it's a compliment when you think about it. All these people, Jan, they think I'm their doctor, their minister, their economist, their lawyer. They think I'm their friend. But man, you make me lose my train of thought. And so basically, what I'm trying to tell you, family, is that all of this that I showed you. Remember, I said, you really want all of this, and you said, yeah, we do. Well, all of this, family, that I just read to you is from the CBI governor. All of that. And there's more that I haven't read to you. And it's all on this document today that is being broadcasted from the CBI governor. The governor is telling Parliament, we're using updated tools to control how much money is in our economy, and it sets interest rates in a way that keeps the financial system stable. So thank you, but no thank you, Parliament. Wow. Yeah, all of this is signal stability to the investors in the international partners. That's how your rate will go up. It affects the value of the dinar uh, in, on inflation levels and banking operations. And I love that part where the governor of the CBI told Parliament, get out of here. We're using tools. We don't need you. No, you need us to pass laws and get out of here. And I loved it because that's what I kept telling you over and over and over and over and over and over again. While all the other gurus, that skinny guy with the glasses, well, that Frank is stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay. I may not know what I'm talking about, but I believe God does. Are we done with the governor of the CBI, Omar? No. What up next? It's a lot, Frank. It goes on and on and on. Look, the on the television, the Office of the Public Prosecutor is hosting the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq to discuss the salaries, liquidity crisis, exchange rate, and financial cash deficit. Who? The Office of the Public Prosecutor. Why? Well, they want to make sure that if they catch people stealing again, they know what to do. My turn. Good morning. Oh my good morning, everybody. What up? What up? What up? Ding 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 ding. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Time to talk. And I do talk. In fact, look, jeez Louise, I talk way too much. Look at that. Look at this. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go all the way back where we left off. I'm going to try to read a little faster because I know I've been with you too long. Adjusting the rate is a signal. The governor says that we're using tools. Television this with the prosecutor. Good morning, Omar. My dear brother, good morning, everybody. Hi, everyone at the CBI. Aloha, everybody. I am constantly asking you to be strong, Omar. I'm constantly asking you to give us just a little more time. And today, they are exposing the monetary reform with this education to the citizens in great detail. Just like Walking Stick prepared us and told us, they would teach the monetary reform to the citizens because it must not fail with them. The monetary reform has already told him the monetary reform has already told him about the lifting of the three zeros and about the lower notes that they're about to receive with them. The monetary reform has explained that this dual process must occur at the same time. If not, lifting the three zeros is of no value. But once it leaves your borders, once Forex gets a hold of it, your one-to-one rate or 76 cents, then we will take it and we will add value to it. You cannot add value. Listen to this very carefully. You cannot add value to your currency inside of your country, but we can outside of your country. And that is a powerful statement that I just made. That pretty well summarizes everything that we're studying. Look at it one more time. You'll get the purchasing power of a dollar. That's not making you rich. I'm not rich. But boy, oh boy, give it to us. You're still not going to get rich. But the value of your currency outside your country will have greatness to it, which means that your economy will explode. If your economy explodes, you got jobs, you got security and stability from the cockroaches is also what you got. So one, but once it leaves your borders, once Forex gets a hold of your 1-to-1 or 76 rate, then we will take it and we will add to it. You cannot add value to your currency inside of your country, but we can outside of your country, and that is a powerful statement that I just made. So today, the monetary reform education marches forward and continues to explain in great detail while the cockroaches are making all kinds of claims that are complete lies because it's their only way to try to stop the monetary reform. But it's not working. It's not working. And that's why I tell you, be strong. Now, today, the law to lift the three zeros is being explained again. But the most powerful thing that is being explained to you, Iraqi citizens, today is what I have been explaining for many years on my YouTube broadcast. And here it is. Today, you find out, just like I've been saying, Parliament is not in control of your exchange rate. I have been saying forever that Parliament has no authority. I don't care what laws they want to pass and pretend that they are a part of your monetary reform. They are not. And they are hypocrites. They constantly tell you there will not be of any purchasing power coming. They're liars. And they're scared because they are losing everything. Trump is choking them out economically. Here's the story of David and Goliath. And just like David and Goliath did not use a sword, David did not use a sword nor a spear to bring down the giant of evil. He used a simple rock that was guided by the hand of God. This monetary reform is being guided by God. And he broke through the hardest bone in the human body, the frontal skull plate. That alone is a powerful miracle. How did a little guy do that? The forehead cranial plate is the hardest bone in the human body, and a little boy and his rock broke it and killed the evil? Well, just like Trump, he's not using bombs and guns. He's using economic warfare to kill the evil of Iran because you need security and stability from those cockroaches. And today, the monetary reform is miraculously telling you everything that we have been teaching you. But the one thing that I love the most today, Omar, that I've been teaching is that Parliament is being overridden. I said Parliament is being sidestepped. I taught that as much as Parliament wants to be involved in the monetary reform, they are not. And the United States of America and Trump have told Parliament, and so has Z, And that's why they are so angry and constantly causing little fires of lies. Their constant noise of lies is stupid and discouraging. But it's an exciting day today. There is so much monetary reform education. I don't know where to start. But right now, I'm going to start by praying to God and thanking Him for all this information that I'm reading right now. So once again, Omar, and all my friends at the CBI, all of you in Iraq and the markets, stay strong and don't pay attention to these cockroaches that now have been told by Z, you are not part of the monetary reform. You're not part of the monetary reform, you evil people. You're not part of the monetary reform. We don't want your vote. We don't want your laws. We don't want your words. We don't want you in our country. And you know what, Omar? I think they're getting the message. Finally. Wink, wink. One more thing. Notice how the United States of America gave Z the green light today by saying to Z, we give you the permission to lift the value. We give you the permission to finish your monetary reform. That's beautiful. But there's an article that came out. Release the article, Claire. Release everything now, Claire. I protect all of our work family because if I release it early in the day, the internet takes it and they claim it not only for themselves, but then they change it. I want to read you something. I've read you enough. In fact, after I read this, maybe we'll say goodbye. This is part of what I really love, Omar, because everything that we just talked to with Omar, Eddie, and Sammy has been summarized here. And then on top of it, TV, Al Ashir. Washington supports the zero denomination step in pursuit of expanding the dollar's global dominance. To which I then said to Omar, you know what they just said, what Washington Trump said? I agree with them. I agree with them. Go ahead. Trump gives you the permission to support the zero denomination step in pursuit of expanding the dollar's global dominance. Yeah, I agree. Did you notice that he says global dollar dominance? I tell him, I said, yeah, that's because Trump is trying to. He wants people to play fair with our currency, and if you do play fair with our currency, it's going to explode our currency and your currency. We're going to be paired, remember, to the American dollar. Ta-da! It's Trump is a mathematical genius. He has to be. I never thought of doing this. You know something? You know something, Omar? If you were to remove Parliament from the equation of this monetary reform campaign, all the education that's on your television right now, then you know what you would be left with? A new exchange rate in the lower notes and a new government. That's what you would be left with if you could just get rid of the remaining cockroaches. How many are left in Parliament? Not too many, huh? Frank, the Prime Minister says that he's saying this right after they finish with this whole report today, because their day is coming to an end now. The television is saying that Z said this. He said, God willing, wow. He says, God willing, our government will be free of corruption. Let me change that. God willing, our government will be free of cockroaches because there's no money anywhere in Iraq. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, that is funny. Z, I said, that's a classic answer. Apparently, Z has a sense of humor, Omar, but we all know that the cockroaches are being defeated. And that's your security and stability for the dual combination of a new exchange rate and the lifting of the three zeros and the introduction of the lower notes. That is the process. That is the two-step cha-cha That's the two-step cha-cha dance. Hey, Mr. Prime Minister Z, may God's will be done as you say, God willing. Then some stuff and so Omar says the day is coming to an end. But back on the television, Al Khabib came back on, and now he's saying that Al Khabib told the information agency, quote, there are reservations regarding the Minister of Defense and Interior, and discussions are still ongoing among the relative political parties to reach an agreement. Things are moving towards resolution in the coming period with the aim of completing the remaining cabinet positions and enabling the government to proceed with its duties, noting that resolving the remaining ministerial appointments will contribute to strengthening political and administrative stability and raising the level of government performance. But you know what? You're not involved. Yes, we are. No, you're not. We got to get the defense minister and the interior minister for you guys. No, you don't. Already got them. No, you don't. We haven't agreed upon it. Go out in the alley. Go out in the alley and agree upon it. And just stay out there. To which I said, I told you. I told you, Omar, don't worry about the 9 cabinet members. We got them. And then I said, don't worry about the 7 that they're still saying is missing. We got them. And then I said, and they say, well, there's only 2 more that are still missing. No, we got them. Remember, I told you all this. But they keep complaining, don't they? They think that they're in charge, and that's the way it's turning out, Omar. We have the cabinet. We have the cabinet for Z, and Z is protecting it from the cockroaches of Parliament. That's all there is to it. And Parliament hates this, which means I love this. I really thought that we were going to see a government this week. Let's see if it happens next week. We don't think so, Frank, because behind the scene, before Eid holiday, Iran backed the this is stupid, Eddie. Omar. He says that, yeah, our government doesn't have a backbone. Parliament is going to force themselves in there. You are so shell-shocked. You think we're going to let them in? You would, sadly. But it's in your DNA. If they fart, you jump. If they fart, we shoot them. To which I say, no. No. Try to trust me, Omar, as you trust that God is guiding my teams. Look at the things that happened today, and you're telling me, how did you know? You're telling me, yeah, look, everything you told us, everything Walking Stick said, on this day. One day, Omar, you're going to wake up, flip of a switch. Just like in 2023, you woke up 15:30, flip of a switch. I don't care what they say on the internet. So the day comes to an end. And is there much happier? No doubt. No, yeah. Things are a little bit more better, encouraging. You just got to avoid the cockroaches. And he says to me, chicken waffles with spicy syrup. Spicy syrup? Only in the Middle East, I guess, huh? Chicken waffles with spicy syrup is what I am having right now, Mr. Frank, here at the compound. And they don't have, that's Omar sending it to you, Frank. So, really? Chicken waffles with spicy. Yo, bro, you eat watermelon too? I do. I love watermelon, man. All my brothers, but they teach me. They taught me how to eat chicken waffles, man. It's a heck of a combination, Omar. I'm glad that you're happy. I even tell them, I said, "Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good." I tell you what. I tell you what. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Okay. Hey, stay strong. Okay. Stay strong. You're almost there. And I finish it. I finish with you, family, by reading this to you. Ah, Omar, this is on my form today in premium. I'm going to read it today on my YouTube. Here's the translation. And well, first, let me see if I can show it to you, family. Oh, dear me. Oh, let's look at these dots. That would be getting hard to find them now. Oh, huh. Look at that. They cannot find currency. Some guy said, "Can you get me this?" I said, "Maybe. What do you want? Who are you?" Canceling the zeros from the currency is worthless step unless and the Iraqi dinar is linked to the dollar. No kidding. That's what we teach. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Hey, I am the leader of Iran, and we want to put an end to the war. Where's your nose? Hold on. Get out of here. All right, what you got here? Go down. Okay, what's this? Uh, Erbil and Baghdad have reached agreements on border crossings and custom examinations with a revenue share. Well, that's good. That's going to be good for the HCL. I can't read it, sweetheart. I'm doing my best to turn it this way, and you want me to turn it more this way. Here, come this way. So, yeah, okay, HCL, thank you very much. This one is, I can't read it, so let me read it first. Speaker of the House, Representative Mohammed whatever Halabusi affirms the Parliament's support of the visions and orientations adapted by the central bank to enhance monetary and financial stability and develop the performance of the banking sector. Whoa! Okay, all right. So it turns out that Parliament is saying we're all for it. We're all for it. Okay, whatever you want, CBI. Whatever you want, Trump. Whatever you want, CBI governor. We're all for it. Go ahead and raise the value. No problem. Whatever. Nah, that's yeah, yeah. That's canceling the zeros from the currency is worthless. I already read that unless it's attached to the dollar. And boy, that is so true. Oh, that is so true. I mean, that's what we've been teaching forever. But ladies and gentlemen, today you had 4 things that we have taught you in all the years that we've been together. And it's really nice to see them all coming together. I leave you with this. So this video, well, I showed it to you, but I didn't play it. But here's a translation. Omar, this I'm going to read this on my YouTube. Here's a translation for you. Like he needed a translation. But the interview is between 2 important people of the monetary reform. So here they are. You don't have this, I don't believe. Again, Claire is releasing everything as I talk. This is a greetings to you. In other words, they're being interviewed right there at the table. This is a greetings to you, dear colleague, and greetings to the brothers of the Mustafa Sanad as well. Yes, he explained a matter. Strictly speaking, it falls outside of the scope of the communications sector, but in Iraq, he is a member of the Council of Ministers. So this individual that we're introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, he has the right. He has the right to discuss any topic, like the monetary reform. And yes, so they were answering a question, yes. So I don't believe he spoke outside the scope of his duties, right? Then they all answer. However, what he revealed is that there is indeed a communications. There is indeed I said communications. Excuse me. There is indeed a committee, and I told you there was a dinar committee. Remember, there is a dinar, and so this guy that has the authority to tell us what he's going to say, he revealed that there is indeed a committee carefully studying the concept of what is called, quote, dropping the zeros, unquote. I actually dislike that term, said this gentleman in the interview, because many are dividing by 1,000. A 25,000 dinar note becomes a 25 dinar new note, right? So 1,000 dinars becomes 1 dinar, a single dinar. And a 500 dinar becomes, let's say, 500 fills, and so on. This guy was breaking it all down on live broadcast. And 500 dinars becomes, let's say, 500 fills, and so on. Yes, they responded. I think it's a good idea that they're doing this. For the record, as the Secretary General of the Najat Center, where is the camera here? Remember, this is a transcript of a conversation. So he says to him, so yes, I think it's a good idea to lift the three seals. For the record, as the Secretary General of the Najat Center, excuse me, where is the camera? Yes, it is clear. We first raised this issue back in 2018. The key point was proposed. The key point that was proposed in 2018 was issuing a new Iraqi dinar backed by gold. How you like me now? Or pegging the dinar to a basket of foreign currencies. That was the key point. That's what we did back then. But the dollar and the pound is what we were working with. The dollar, the pound, and the euro. Exactly, those three. That was the main point. What is the benefit if 1,000 dinars simply becomes 1 dinar? Yet, the market value of the dinar remains the same. We want to strengthen our economy. Strengthening the economy depends on all economists knowing this, which they came out and taught. Strengthening the economy depends on all economists know this, semicolons, pegging the local currency exchange rate to the dollar. Right, they all agreed. So, I did something that might have an impact. What? You got my attention, Bo. What? So, I did something that might have an impact. And before that, the question is, who would allow Iraq to just go ahead and drop the zeros? Dropping 3 zeros to leave just 1 dinar? What is the benefit? If you haven't coordinated with the United States Federal Reserves or the United States Treasury, what is the benefit? God, I love this. because it's backing everything we've ever said. There is no real benefit. I mean, remember, this is a conversation interview. There is no benefit. I mean, what's the point of getting 25? If you set it at 25 dinars and tomorrow it hits 60, then there's no difference at all. Well, the point is that once you peg the dinar rate, you'll see the difference relative to the US dollar. Bam! I can actually give you a copy of this. Would you like this copy? Here you go. If you're interested, it shows three neighboring Arab countries. Right, I see. Let's move on to the policy aspect. Sure, show me. So, the red line represents the Jordanian currency. Now, that covers the period from 1975 to 2005. That's 50 years. Is that clear regarding that red line? You see, they had currency issue fluctuation. But in 1990, they decided to peg to the dollar. Oh my goodness. Walking Stick said it would be step by the history. It picks everything from the beginning to the present. Not a single thing would be left out. This is so long. Yeah, but in 1990 they decided to peg to the dollar throughout that entire period. It was a straight line. There were no changes. The rate stayed the same whatsoever from 1990 to the present. Exactly. The Jordanian dinar itself. What is that blue line? That is the UAE. Now, the UAE, that was the year of 1980. They pegged the currency. It became a straight line, no fluctuations. So basically, you're saying that when they peg, the Iraqi dinar is going to be, wow, no fluctuation. Well, that's good security and stability. And that's exactly what we're saying. Okay, keep talking to me. From 1980 to the present, and Saudi Arabia, they did the same thing. They pegged. And up until 1990, they pegged. Oh, they pegged it. And it became a straight line. This is the goal of the Central Bank of Iraq. We will cross that bridge when we come to it, my dear friend. It's so well put. They're standing on that bridge. This is so Claire. Do you have this? Can you put this in premium? See what Claire says. Claire, is this in premium? Can we get it in Club 26? This is a great breakdown of the whole history. You let me know if she comes. Huh?
I think she's.
Oh, she may not be. Oh, she's with her family. I forgot today. Remember? That was her birthday. Alrighty, so that's no, we don't need no bank stories. We're done. I've been with you for about 2 hours. How many people are with us?
2683. Galway said it's already in premium.
Good. Thank you, Galway girl. So 26, we got about 27. Let's make sure we put this in Club 26 tonight, okay? Well, family, to summarize, there were four major things that happened today. We covered them, and all four of them has to do with the monetary reform process. And when you look at all four of them, it is the monetary reform education, step by step, that Walking Stick told us to look for at this time. I have one more thing to tell you. Call it dessert. But for now, let me say goodbye. You know, I was going to walk around and show you stuff, but no, we need to go eat. We're tired. So I leave you with one last thing. May I have the yellow? Oh, by the way, There were people that I was supposed to bring on for bank stories. I don't even know. I don't even know who it was. I have so many of you that I apologize. Are they having problems?
She's very loud.
It's okay. She's just loud. That's all. Now I want to show you something. It's in my notes, but I got to cover up the phone numbers. So bear with me. Because what happened, family, in fact, somebody posted this. I don't know who. But yesterday I was complimenting Fiery Preacher because my teams and I, we noticed that they seem to understand when we're trying to talk to you. And they highlight it. They do a good job in premium. They take what we give you, and they tear it apart even further. And they give you their opinion about it, which I so appreciate. Oh, crying out loud. But the person that said this earlier, I only said it one time. I only said it one time, and it was a guest that I brought. What's today's date?
23rd.
23rd? So it was a lady by the name of Laura. Here, let me cover up her name too. So this was a guest that I brought on who gave us a bank story. And I don't know if you can read those notes. But it says here that on the 24th, tomorrow, there'll be a system change. Call it the QFS. And I believe that that's why the CBI came out and talked like crazy today. And my dessert to you is, I think it's on this page. And like I said, for those of you that I was scheduled to come in, you were supposed to have bank stories. I get overwhelmed. I can't keep up with you. Those people that I had scheduled to come in today, I don't even know who you are. Because of what happened today, I lost all those notes somewhere. And if you want, you feel free to call me tomorrow or send me a text with your bank story, and I'll bring you back on and we'll tell the bank stories. But here's the last thing that I want to share with you. Where is it? Aki. Last night, walking stick. Remember when he called and we spent an hour on the phone?
Yeah.
Golly. Let me see the blue book. I mean, we know what he said, but I just want the quote. Oh, I think it's stuck right there, right there, right there. Chase it, please. Yeah, this is it. Oh, here are the bank stories. Holy cow. Gee whiz. Well, I'll see if I can get a hold of you guys tomorrow. And then again, we'll see. If you want to call me back and remind me, and we'll put up your bank stories. But here's what I do want to say to you. It was walking stick. If you remember last week, I said, walking stick, I'd like for you to make a call and ask Aki 2 questions for me. The first question is I wanted to know about the lower denominations. And the second question is I'm not asking when they're coming out, but do you feel that they're coming out? You want to tell them what he said, Tank? Huh? Huh? Right here.
He said, leave me alone.
He said, walking stick asked him, he says, do you have any information about the lower denominations? Frank is asking. And they only had one, and in a very mean way, leave me alone. And he hung up on him. Aki is just a mean old cuss. He's Middle Easterner. Ironically enough, he is a Christian. I think he's Catholic. But Aki is so busy with what he's doing, trying to get things ready. His boss is heavily involved in the monetary reform process. It looks like we're done. They're asking each other questions. Alrighty, we're done. Family, y'all take care of each other, pray for each other, visit each other, call each other, and the almost 2,800 people that are with us. I sincerely appreciate you. And it is my desire that what we shared with you is of some help. And remember, it's just in my opinion. What do I know? If it turns out to be my opinion, that's fantastic. If it turns out to be not my opinion, that's rare. Anyways, anything else? Anything else? Ikulu. Look them up. Along with The Green. Oh, hit after hit after hit here in Hawaii. And Ikulu. Good groups. I love you. I'll see you out tomorrow, okay? 4 things. I bet you there'll be more tomorrow.